Greetings once again, pirates on the high seas. Duuz-Diz-Din back again with One Piece. Now, previously, we picked back up on the battle on the Hachinosu, the Beehive Island, the lair of Blackbeard. And where the Blackbeard is away, his pirates will play. Garp, having led several marines, as well as members of Sword, to try to save Kobe, while they managed to evacuate most of the civilians who were taken as slaves, and their lesser operatives, more or less. Garp, Kobe, Helmeppo, and Prince Gruss are still trapped, doing their best to try to get out. San Juan Wolf had been taken down. Vasco shot lays down the fire. Kobe is tricked into letting his guard down to save what seemed to be a civilian, but was actually a pirate, only to be saved by Garp, who takes a hit from Shiryu right through his midsection. We learn a little bit about the history of Garp and Kuzan, how Garp went from a reluctant trainer to a dedicated mentor, as Garp and Kuzan exchange devastating blows. And in order to capture the would-be escapees out on the sea, Avalo Pizarro reveals that he can grow massive hands out of the island he possesses. And with it being obvious that our heroes are being worn down by the combat, the swarm of pirates grow more and more bold, determined to take Garp and the bounty on his head. 3 crowns, 3 billion berries. The same for an admiral. Will this spell the end of Garp? Or will it be as he said at the end of the previous chapter? Will justice prevail? Join me as I find out, won't you? A nice color cover spread dedicated to the Netflix series coming out soon. Good stuff. It's wild to see what is essentially supposed to be a younger Nami, because she's still a little bit more busty than usual, but she's wearing an actual top. Jeez, bizarre. And how her stuff was originally supposed to be orange. I don't know, it's an interesting callback to the classic days, but you can tell that Oda's style has changed so much because it just looks different. Alright, One Piece chapter 1088, final lesson. We pick up in a flashback at the former Navy HQ, the former Marineford. We have Garp giving a lesson. Lesson 1. An old man and a baby have been left behind on an island of ravenous beasts. You are on a rowboat that can only hold 2. What do you do? Kobe gets up saying, I get off the boat so both of them can make it. And Garp throws, what is that, like an eraser? No, a marker for the whiteboard at Kobe saying, wrong, you nincompoop. Someone says, what? And Garp tells him, leave the old man, he's halfway dead already. Jeez. And I think, okay, he was probably a sit-in for the instruction. I have to assume the actual instructor says, Vice Admiral Garp, you can't say that. But Garp admonishes Kobe by saying, what did you join the Navy to save? Think. Oh, we even have a young Grouse in the background. He still has that weird long-billed cap. Oh, so they came up together. Interesting. Oh, and I even see Helmeppo in his haircut. Is Habari there too? Is she the one wearing the big cap? But Garp shouts, it's people's futures, obviously, and you have to you have a longer future than some old man. Take the baby and make the most of all those years. Damn, that's a pragmatic way of looking at things, but I will admit, in a desperate situation, I'd probably save a kid before I save an older person. Because most parents would say, save my child. It looks like Garp was beat by the bonk stick by this woman who says, don't ever fill their minds with nonsense like that again. All lives are equal. But Garp kind of ignores her while munching on a cracker. Oh, Kuzan's there too. Garp says, the future of the young is infinite. We then cut over to weeks earlier on Amazon Lily, and Kobe's talking to Vice Admiral Yamakaji, saying, Vice Admiral, how can we sit by while our people are held captive? They're not giving us clearance to go? He's an emperor of the sea, after all. I have to assume Yamakaji was the one who was saying that. You have tied up Marines on what I assume is Blackbeard's ship, saying, save us. Who knows what'll happen to us at Pirate Island? And Blackbeard laughs, backed by his crew, saying, well, if it ain't Kobe the hero, what's this about? All-out war, maybe? I'm up for a scrap if you are. Yamakachi says Captain Kobe, but then some other officer whispers to Yamakaji saying, use in sword. And Kobe tells him, would you be willing to trade that battleship and the 800 sailors on board for me as a captive? The Captain Marines say, Captain Kobe, you can't. Blackbeard laughs. Zahahaha. You've set a high price for yourself, lad. Oh, man. Wow. So it wasn't even that he got captured. He offered himself up. Damn, Kobe. We then cut to present day, Pirate Island full of lead, the Hachinosu. We have Marines looking on in shock saying, a giant hand's coming out of the island. They're trying their best to blast down a Valapazzaro's giant attack, saying the cannons do nothing. The cannons, they do nothing. It won't even flinch. We can't evade it! Tashigi orders the people, prepare to abandon ship, get everyone below deck up here, protect the civilians. The Marines say, yes ma'am. Kojaka then says, what an overwhelming power. I mean, yeah, that's... most people couldn't really deal with something like that. We then cut to on the island, where Garp is down, and Gruss, Kobe, and Helmeppo are doing their best to fend off the pirates surrounding them. Kobe's freaking out saying, if that huge hand comes down, it could crush hundreds of sailors and civilians at once. What should we do, Vice Admiral Garp? But Garp just smiles, saying, you boys can save him. Kobe says, huh? As Gruss and Helmeppo turn in shock, and Garp tells them, listen close. I'll give you an opportunity. Captain Kobe, you destroy the hand of that island monster. Kobe freaks out, saying, what? But it's too big. But Garp continues saying, Rear Admiral Gruss, protect the ship from falling at rubble. Lieutenant Commander Helmeppo, make sure those two aren't interfered with. Damn. Damn. I think Helmeppo starts saying, but Garp continues saying, be decisive. Snap judgment. Kobe's shocked, but Garp tells him, fly. Now fly. And without missing a beat, they say, yes sir, and take off. From hesitation to immediate action. The pirates chase him down saying, look out, Kobe's on the move. Ha! What can they do without Garp? Hero, you're just a boy. You'll be feeding the fishes tonight. So as Kobe and Gruss make their way towards the giant arm, Helmeppo stands between them and the pirates following behind them. Gruss turns to Kobe saying, destroy it. Do you have bombs or something, Kobe? Kobe says, no, I don't, but... oh man, is Kobe gonna whip out something intense? As they make their way over the arm, Kobe says, I'll just have to make do. Gruss says, make do? It's a hand big enough to crush a battleship. A pirate fires off a cannon saying, there's no escape for you, Kobe. As he lets loose the cannon, Helmeppo sees it saying, oh, here it comes. But Helmeppo remembers Garp's words. Make sure these two aren't interfered with. He thinks to himself, gotta hit it. And he swings at the cannonball with his Kukiri blade. And of course it explodes in his face. Oh, Helmeppo, you've come a long way, buddy. Kobe turns his head to the explosion saying, Helmeppo! But Gruss tells him, don't turn back, Kobe. Meanwhile, as Garp's still surrounded, facing off with Kuzan, he gets up, bleeding from his abdomen. And Kuzan says, where are you going, Garp? With those wounds. And Garp says, you mean scratches. Kuzan wipes his mouth, saying, I'm saying it out of concern. But Garp, without missing a beat, dashes at Kuzan, saying, you're soft. And Kuzan's completely taken off guard by that speed and is immediately knocked down, with the pirates looking on, shouting, whoa, Kuzan! Oh, snap! And without missing a beat, Garp just starts ping-ponging off of building after building, making his way up to the base of the Hachinosu, straight towards the Valapazaro. Pizarro says, why is Garp coming this way? Wait, don't you care about your ship? And Garp uses Galaxy Divide! Right on the face of the beehive where a Valapazaro was. The pirates freak out saying, Pizarro, whoa, what, was that a punch? Okay, so any real damage done to the Hachinosu is reflected onto Bizarro, because his face just splits the same way as the face of the Skull Mountain did. Dang. Kobe, without turning his head, says, No, it was Gruss who says it. That was it. Our opportunity. His arms raised. What now, Kobe? And Kobe just turns to him saying, I'll live up to expectations. And he just uses his airwalk to just dash off in front of the hand, with Gruss shouting, Kobe! Pizarro's trying to hold his head together, saying, why you? That's not the end of me, Garp. Now I'm angry. Watch this. He goes back in to bring his hand down, with Kujaku and the Marines on board the deck only able to watch on. Oh, Garp is having a flashback where he says, "Hey Helmeppo, Kobe learns fast, but he's always hurt. I see those bandages on his hands." In present day, Kobe is airwalking in front of the hand of Avalo Pizarro that's reaching out for the ship. The pirates call out, "Hey, look there, it's Kobe." Does he think he's gonna stop that hand? Yeah, guess being called a hero went to his dumb little head. In the flashback, Garp simply smiles. Well, in present day, Garp simply smiles while he remembers Helmeppo's words, saying, "Oh, Kobe's injuries? You see them on his hands and shoulders?" And in the flashback, Helmeppo says, "Well, he told me to keep this a secret, so you didn't hear it from me." Garp says, "Huh?" Helmeppo explains, "The truth is," and he remembers Kobe's words, "I have less natural talent at fighting than other people, so 10 times the effort isn't enough. It needs to be 100 or 200. Jeez. I mean, I know Garp worked him, but he worked himself even more. He's like Deku from My Hero Academia. Kobe said, "I need more practice. If I don't put in the work, I can't be a great sailor who keeps good people safe." Ouch. Garp says, "Unbelievable. He does this after training with me?" Helmeppo says, "Yes, every single night." And he remembers Kobe busting his hands and saying, "Ow." And Helmeppo telling him, "Give it a rest, Kobe." Oh, he was doing the battleship bags too. And Helmeppo tells Garp he punches his fist bloody against the battleship bags. Oh shit. Are we gonna call Kobe the Fist after this? Is he gonna pull off a galaxy impact too? The pirates laugh, saying, "Yeah, look at the size of that ant next to the hand." Oh damn. Holy crap. So on the ship, Hibari says, "You can't, Kobe, it's too dangerous." As Kobe readies himself, he remembers Garp's words, "You can save them." Kojaku calls to her men, "Abandon ship into the water." And she calls out, "Captain Kobe, just run, we can't stop him." Gruss says, "Hey, Kobe!" And Kobe charges up his fist with armament hockey, and he thinks to himself, "Destroy it, or they'll all die. People will die because of me." And Pizarro says, "Yeah, just watch as your ship is sunk, and your fellow sailors scream and die. If you try to flee to open water, Aokiji will freeze you." Oh, jeez. But Kobe does it. Honesty impact, and utterly destroys Alvaro Pizarro's massive hand. Jeez. Holy crap. Just looking at the panel where he just utterly annihilates it. Dude. This much power in 2 years? Fuck. Like, dude. I mean, Luffy got strong, but he was already pretty damn strong. Kobe literally went from 0 to hero. Like, I'm sorry, I'm more impressed because I know where Kobe started at. Man. The pirates all freak out. Pizarro, now with a split hand, freaks out. Just going, "Oh god!" The people around him rush to him saying, "Master Pizarro!" I'm gonna be honest, I really did think that we were gonna see Bogart do that, but man. Tashigi yells out in confusion towards Kobe. Hibari starts tearing up saying, "That was incredible." The Marines cheer, "Captain Kobe, oh wow, but what about the rubble?" Garp's just laughing. Helmeppo says, "Oh, Kobe, you really did it." Gruss says, "What? When did you gain that kind of strength?" And Kobe's not even responding, he's just falling back. Gruss then uses Glorb Web to create clay webbing to bind all of the rubble and stuff to keep it from falling on the ship. Helmeppo, meanwhile, manages to catch Kobe mid-air, probably using Skywalk. And he's crying, saying, "Kobe, that was amazing, you did it!" Kobe says, "Helmeppo, yeah, I did it." And Helmeppo's still marking out, saying, "You split that huge mountain of an arm." Meanwhile, the Marines are cheering, "Yeah, thank you, Prince, you saved us. And once Vice Admiral Garp is on board, we're in the clear." The Marines cheer. Gruss, Helmeppo, and Kobe are all on board, with the other Marines cheering, saying, "Thank you, Kobe. Captain Kobe, Kobe." Helmeppo is cheering with them. Hibari hugs Kobe, saying, "Oh, Kobe says, "You're alright, Hibari." Tashigi then receives a call from the island saying, "This is Garp. The mission to rescue Captain Kobe is complete." Tashigi says, "That's right. Now come back quickly, Vice Admiral." Oh, jeez. That does explain the opening. Save a young one. Sacrifice the old man. Garp tells him, "Get away from the island, full speed." Helmeppo says, "Huh?" The others are shocked by this, as Garp says, "I'll manage on my own. Your safety is the top priority here. Isn't that right?" Kobe turns to Gross and says, "Prince, turn the ship around." But Garp continues saying, "One day, what happened here will be a major threat to all pirates. Keep moving onward. All of you are the future of the Navy." And we see him surrounded. Sanwon Wolf is back up. Pizarro is pissed. Vasco shot. Shiryu, Kuzan, all bearing down on Garp, who looks like he was pierced with an ice spear. Garp hangs up. Kuzan, covered in ice, has a very solemn look on his face. And Garp, all he does is laugh. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if Kuzan uses the same technique that he used on Jaguar D. Sol. He freezes Garp and it looks like Garp's dead. Dang. I figured something like this was gonna happen, though. There was no way they just escape without someone sacrificing themselves. And the thing is, Garp was already past his time. He was more or less retired already. Damn. We then have the narrator coming on saying, "The next day's headlines spoke of the safe return of the Navy's young hero, Captain Kobe. The disappearance on the pirate island of the legendary hero, Vice Admiral Garp. And the incident in which the Straw Hat Luffy, Emperor of the Sea, barricaded himself within future island Egghead." Okay, yeah. So nobody really knows what's going on Egghead. I'm glad we got to see Kobe really show off at the end, but I'm really not surprised this happened. I have to believe Kuzan's up to something. I believe he fully fought Garp. Just, it wasn't a show. He was fully fighting Garp. But there's more to it than this. I have to believe it. Would have loved to see a little bit more from Helmeppo. I want the anime to add in him just really taking it on with several pirates before he gets exploded. I mean, he survived that explosion. He barely worse for wear, honestly. So Helmeppo's already kind of stepping up, but dang. Also kind of sucks that the likes of Hibari, Kujaku, and Tashigi barely did anything. Aside from that opening section, Hibari got frozen and then she and Tashigi and Kujaku made sure they got to the island. I mean, someone had to, basically, but it's not like they really got to do anything. That is a bummer. Man. I really do have to wonder what's gonna happen to Garp, though. This can't be the end of him. 'Cause if he was dead, they would have paraded his body. They would have put on a show of him. Or maybe he'll be sealed within ice and they'll have him as a display or something, and then at the last second he'll break out and be like, that was a good rest, and just start throwing hands. But yeah, Kuzan has to have a plan here. He has to. There's definitely more to it than this. If nothing else, helping to take down Garp at least gets him in the better graces of his enemy. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What did you think about Kobe showing off his prowess from the battleship bag? Do you believe that Kuzan has a plan, or was he actually going to take down Garp? And how did you feel about Garp's showing as a whole? Was it enough? Do you feel like Garp should be dead here? Or do you think he'll come back? Let me know in the comments. Also remember to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the vibe. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.